She-Rag got me.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucs and the Vikings on Sunday night primetime.
Find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, there's nothing quite like it. That feeling of beginning another NFL season, and these two squads, they're going to do just that in a moment.
And what makes it so exciting is the range of possibilities these teams have before them, because we could be seeing one of these teams earn the Lombardi Trophy in February, while the other, they can earn the #1 draft pick in April, or anything in between. And we've got the best seat in the house every step of the way.
It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. From his end zone, Wilson. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
All right, I know it's something that every team says every season, but they genuinely believe that this is their year, and having him at quarterback is a big part of that. They think he's poised for a huge season and can really be the type of player that brings out the best of each weapon that they have on this offense. Behind that type of performance, their goals are high. They envision a lot of wins and finishing among the league's best on their side of the ball.
On first down, Purdy. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Well, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And got his man complete. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 47 yards. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we knew that they'd try to attack the secondary, but I'm not sure that we thought they'd do it right on the first drive of the game. But here they saw an opportunity, seized it, and it's a big play right off the bat.
Yeah, and you see the final number there on how far that ball traveled. Pretty impressive. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And a short gain down to about the 33. The second down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I are a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Fournette. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Fournette will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
The point after is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. And they will be led out by a young man, probably with some butterflies here. A lot of anticipation making his first NFL start.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Doyle. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Doyle. He'll get this one underneath to Hunt. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings. And there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Again, Peterson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one a first down pickup of 8. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Allen gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. After one, 7-0. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Purdy to throw it on first down. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Purdy's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And the stop here will come at the 30-yard line. So from second and long, now to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Second down, here's Purdy to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So another scoring drive there, Charles, and an early 2-score lead.
You'd like the 6 there, partner, but you'll take the 3. And I think they have to be happy about the way they moved the ball in these first 2 drives. They have to feel good about their opportunities the rest of the game.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. In motion, the tight end. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll run again with Hunt. And he's got some space here. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Off-play action. Doyle. Going down the middle, and it's complete. action week one. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day one.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Doyle. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There's a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage. And that throw had no shot.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. Looking to throw. Doyle over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense that needed a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've got their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
They'll run with Peterson. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on first down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Bobby Okereke running in and bringing him down.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. The kick by Carlson is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the fourth.
Yeah, trying to break. You obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. One more drive here for the Buccaneer offense in this first half. And we'll see how much they want to push things, leading already here 10-3. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. This one into the hands of Metcalf. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Purdy looking to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A final shot before break. Purdy. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where you see the final score there. Justin Fields, 2 touchdown passes, as his guys are able to get the victory in their season opener. From there, we move to Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City to see what's going on with the Chiefs. And they were winners as they defeat the visiting New England Patriots. Travis Etienne, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. And then finally, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football with a good one between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And even though they've got the lead, they're likely going over ways they can improve the running game, as they didn't find a whole lot of success in those first 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they too didn't do a whole...
Looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Hunt will try going up the middle. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw again. Over the middle, complete. It's Hunt. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Another completion there, and you think about the draft back in the spring. He's selected in the first round, getting the start here, as we mentioned, in week 1. It's got to be quite a whirlwind for a young quarterback.
Absolutely, because going in the first round, people will clamor for you to be the starter right away, but many teams want you to get your feet wet first, maybe just kind of hang out behind a veteran starter. In this case, though, he ascended right to the top role, and I know he's excited about the opportunity.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Vikings! Jamar Chase, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they have no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Carson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. From his end zone, Wilson. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And, Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now Purdy. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Doyle swings this out for Hunt. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down. Doyle puts it on the carpet. It's out. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. so many times tight games decided by one big play. You know, a lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 17-10 score. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. And I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. And let's see, the Bucs with 6 DBs, so a dime set here on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he is going to pick up the Vikings first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So first and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Doyle pushes him over. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down, Doyle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 16. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Doyle. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. From the gun, it's a give to Peterson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 60 yards on the ground for him so far. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback, making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Carlson on for the PAT. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So what a drive that was. 16 plays all total. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. From his end zone, Wilson. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the 4th quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll give this to Akers running right. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation. Like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. They run again with Peterson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front
They won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Doyle. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll give to Hunt here on the option. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 78 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll give to Peterson out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. It's a quarterback sneak, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
A great effort there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Vikings have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. Carlson now to add the extra point. They will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taking it about the 1. So now the Bucs down 24-17. A minute 14 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Here's Purdy. And this one is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Purdy to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. First down now, but that clock rolling. Back to throw. He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. It's complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Holding. Defense.
So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Second down, Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
And that's the type of run that you'll live with. In this game, he's had a good number of carries. He's just been unable to really break off anything substantial.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a first carry for their fullback. Now another timeout called for by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time those two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for Minnesota, they start the campaign with a victory in front of an enthusiastic home crowd for a Sunday night. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the New Orleans Saints.
Peter Johnson. You think you're slick, Madden, don't you? Sliding in with Peter Johnson.